Good afternoon, everybody. Today we are going to talk in English with an African tennis professional of 19 years old, Sada Nahimana. I hope I pronounce well. Later we will tell her. Let's see if she can connect and we start talking to Sada. Okay. Let's see if she can connect. She lives in Morocco. In Morocco, the time is the same. It's just 2 hours earlier than over here in Spain. Yes, she is.
Hi.
Hi, Sada. How are you?
Fine, thank you. And you?
Yes, I'm fine. I'm easy here in the house with my little cat. You can see her.
Yes, I can. I'm so scared of cats.
You are.
Yeah.
It's very peaceful. It's very peaceful. It's really good.
Okay.
I'm going to introduce you just a little bit for the people who doesn't know you. Sada Nahimana. I pronounced that well.
Yes.
Yes, you are 19 years old. You
Yes.
were born in Burundi, in the south of Africa. You live and play tennis now. You train in Morocco.
Correct.
Okay. You are the best player by far of your country, and number 500 right now in ranking WTA. So far, so good. Okay. You live in Morocco, in Casablanca. That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
It's in the city of Casablanca. You live in a training center of the ITF. That's correct, isn't it?
Yes.
And so the first thing I would like to know is what is your day? You wake up in the morning, you have breakfast, and then yet you are already in the training center. What's your day? What are you doing all day?
Like right now during isolation?
No. In isolation, I understand you. It's not the same as normal. A normal day when there's no isolation, no coronavirus, everything normal.
I wake up in the morning at 7. I eat breakfast. Yes, 7:30. I go to class at 8 to 10, and I go to practice from 10 to 12:30. Yes, I come back. I have lunch. I go back again at 2. And fitness included, from 2 to 4:30. Then, yes, after that we stretch, do everything, shower in the club, and we go back to the center. Like we come back here, and yeah, we chill a bit, hang out with friends, and we eat at like 6:30. Then we go to class from there. Yes, all together. Then we go to class from 6:30 or 7 to 9. Then bedtime is our curfew is at 10:30. Yes.
So you live with other tennis players.
Yes, correct.
And all those players go to school. You go to school there.
Yes, but we are homeschooling. We are doing online.
And what do you study?
I do adoptions. It's American system homeschool.
Yes. Okay.
And
that's good. I like that. I like the combination.
Yes, and
I like that combination, tennis and study, like in the United States.
Yes.
Right here in Spain, we don't have that, and I think in Europe it's very complicated to see something like that, to play tennis and study at the same time. It's all controlled, no? Yeah. I like that.
Yeah, it's nice.
Okay. The second one I want to ask you. You were born in Burundi. Burundi is a little country in the south of Africa. It's a poor country. Lots of trouble, wars, and so. Why did you leave Burundi, and when did you leave Burundi to go to Morocco? When and why?
I moved because there is not much tennis going on there. Actually, I first went to Kenya. I lived in Kenya. I left Burundi when I was 10. Yes, and I went to live in Kenya for like a year, and yes, and that's where I met the director of the center here, because there was like an African Junior Championship. But I was young, so it was like I was playing 3 years older than me. And yeah, he saw me there, and I went back to Burundi. And then when I was 12, I moved here to Morocco. So
you moved to Morocco?
Yes.
See, so that was the moment to try to get a professional player.
Yes.
Right? Yes. You have a brother. You have a brother. Your brother is named Hassan. Yes. He as well is a professional tennis player. He's older than you. He went to the United States. He studied over there, and he played Grand Slam tournaments as a junior. So I think he is a good example for you.
Yes, he is actually. And he was training in Spain. He was training in Spain. He was training at Pancho's when he was 17.
See, and what I want to say really is he is an example for you to achieve like a player from Burundi. That's not easy to be a professional player from a person of Burundi. Yet you say there's not a lot of tennis in Burundi. In Africa it's difficult, but in Burundi especially. So your brother made it possible, and to you it was like saying, if my brother can, so can I.
Yes. True.
Yes. Okay. Can you explain? Maybe it's difficult, but can you explain the difference between tennis in Africa, especially in Burundi, in Kenya, in Morocco, and tennis in Europe or United States, for instance?
Like in my opinion, tennis in Africa is very tough, and there are many talented players, but like, of course, there's not a lot of tournaments, and many people don't come to Africa, like the sponsors and everyone, to help and everything. And it's very expensive because some countries in Africa are quite far from Europe. I mean, Morocco is just there, but like other countries, and also the environment is not good. So like, there's a lot of players also, like even in the African tournaments, where like when the Europeans come here and play against us, it's like, oh, they're from Europe, they have better environment, so people like expect us to lose, because like, I mean, there's not a lot of chance, because I think it's the mentality, because there's not like, because then they come with coaches, they come with all the equipments, like you see a girl wearing Nike bubble art and everything, so like we're quite like scared, like she got everything. And yes, it's very tough actually. Yes, even like for me, when I first went to Europe, like I was so shy, like I was always in my own, because like I see European girls, they're all dressed up well and everything, so like I'm in my corner, if you understand, like, because I'm shy, I'm scared, they've never seen an African and everything, so yes.
I understand that, but you're not a shy person. You're a fighter. I read about you, and I read that you are a fighter. You're a survivor. Your mind is set to not give up and to fight and to climb and to give the best of you all the time. That's correct, isn't it? Not everybody is like that.
Yes, you could say. Yeah.
You played a tournament in Nigeria, in Lagos, and you won that tournament. I think it was last year, wasn't it?
Yes, in October.
In October, you won that tournament playing good tennis in Nigeria. That's not really close, but it's very close to you, more closer to the ambient you are living normally. So you played a great tournament there. You played the final against a Brazilian girl who had a good rank. and you won that tournament. How was it to win a tournament? The first tournament you won like a professional player on ITF. How was it to win it especially in Nigeria?
It was very special, I could say. It was like there, it's like home, if I could say, because like I think I was the only African in like quarterfinals, semifinals. So like people were coming and cheering for me, and for me it was very like it was like home because like the food, like the people and everything. So like I got there actually. I didn't think I would pass 2 rounds or anything, but like I went there because I was prepared, and I was like, I mean, I'm here, so like yeah, I have to fight. And in the finals, I actually didn't think I could win because before the match, the girl went like 2 hours before. When I got there, she finished to warm up and everything. So I was just there, and I lost first at 6-2, and I don't know, I was panicking at the same time. It was quite normal, and so like I tried to fight back, and yes, I tried to fight back. Also, the crowd were lifting me up. They were supporting me most of the times. So yes.
Yes, that's very nice. If the crowd is on your side,
yes,
and they help you, that's give us stimulation, right?
Yes.
People are telling here in chat. Kenny says the same thing I said, that you are a fighter. You're a fighter, and you don't give up. And so I'm not the only one who has seen that. I saw your match in internet, the final match against. I don't remember how she called the Brazilian girl, and
Laura.
I saw that maybe.
Laura.
Sorry.
Her name is Laura.
Yes. And I saw that your playing style, at least in that match, is also as well to fight, to defend, and to reach every ball and variate sometimes a tall, a lob, sliced. You sliced a lot your backhand, but as well, I think your backhand is your weapon. Is that so? That's your style.
Yes, that's how I play. Also, the court was quite fast. The court was really fast,
Yes.
And like every time I would hit on her like backhand, she would turn around and she would hit on my backhand. So the ball is quite fast. I don't have time, so like I'm reacting and I slice. And I think she didn't like that because the ball goes even faster, and yeah.
Yes, that's what I saw as well. She didn't like that. She didn't like that the court was very fast. Yes. Your slice backhand, and sometimes even with the forehand, you sliced, and the ball keeps very low because the court, as you say, is very fast, and she didn't like that. Well, that was a terrific win. Another thing I saw is that ITF helped 15 players of different countries with the money, with a sum of money to help and to pay a bit the hotels, the way to go to the tournaments, and so there was $25,000. I think that money could help every player. No?
Yes.
What
I got a grant, 25K to cover my pro tournaments. I think also my junior tournaments, some of them last year, because I think they choose number one per continent, I think. So like in juniors, they chose me in Africa because I was inside top 50, and yes, so they gave me 25 to play for tournaments and pay a coach, and yes, who's traveling with me, and pay the hotel. So yes, it helped me with that.
Of course, because tennis is very expensive. You have to pay. You have to pay your trainer. You have to pay the food. You have to eat the dinner, the hotel, the planes to the tournaments, and it's very difficult to finance all that if it has to come all of your own wallet, no? And then most people don't know that. When do you think, what ranking is necessary to be able to say tennis is rentable? I can make my own living with tennis, what ranking do you need?
I would think top 100. Top 100, yes.
Everybody says the same thing.
Yes.
Everybody says the same thing. You are 19 years old now.
Yes,
what are your goals? What do you want to achieve with tennis?
Of course, I want to play professional tennis, and yes, also the expenses. Like now, I'm only playing professional tournaments, and it's very expensive. Like last year, I was playing juniors, and like I was traveling with the ITF teams, and I think they were covering that. I was playing the Grand Slams, most of the Grand Slams, and so like now it's only pro. I mean, this year also I got the grant, the 25K, and in January I got injured, and then the coronavirus came. I was planning to play tournaments all year and everything, but like for now I don't know yet, because also I'm looking at options to go to college and try to play my way through. Yes, because like now it's like I don't know, I feel like it's different when I come back, because like I will have to play a lot of tournaments and the money will finish and I have to remove from my pockets, because I don't have sponsors, agents who are like helping. Yes.
So it's necessary to find a good sponsor to keep on with your tennis career.
Yes, I would like to try and find sponsors, but I don't know. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Well, I hope you find them, because you're on the way to be a good player. You are 500 now, 500 in the world, just 19 years old. Your level is going to improve a lot. So you have chances to get in that top 100. I'm pretty sure about that.
Yes.
So let's hope you find a good sponsor that can help you. Yes. Your first trainer, your first coach was your daddy, was your father.
Yes.
In Burundi, because in Burundi there is just one good tennis club, right in the capital of the country. It was at least 15 minutes from your house. So you every day went with your father to train. Your father is a tennis trainer, and you learned from him the first steps in the tennis world, right?
Yes, right. How do you know that, if I can ask?
Well, that's a good step. That's the first step. Then now you have another trainer. He's called Khaled Lamidi, right? He's still your coach?
No, he left. He left the center.
He left.
Yes, after Wimbledon last year, he left, and now I'm with Ayub Ben Ammar. He's
from Morocco.
Yes, I went with him to Nigeria.
Ah, okay. And if you play tournaments out of Morocco, the trainer goes with you, or you're going just you?
Well, in juniors, I was going with the ITF team. Apart from like in Wimbledon, where I took the coach from the center. Yes, and I pay with my grant for his hotel and his flight and everything.
Of course, yep.
Yes, also when I went to Lagos, yes, my grant is covering for the coach.
Okay, that's great. You played in 2018, 2 years ago. You played the 4 Grand Slams, right?
Yes.
All of them.
Yes.
As a junior, you played Wimbledon, US Open, Australian Open, and the French Open.
Yes.
That should have been a fantastic experience.
Yes, it was actually. I played 2017, but I played qualies.
Yes.
And yes,
you played qualies, but you achieved the main tournament.
Yes, I qualified once in US Open. Mm-hmm. Wimbledon, I lost.
US Open.
Yes, last round of qualies, and just being there, it was amazing. Like really, I was everywhere. And it's so big, so like I was always walking around. I was looking in the locker rooms, the professional enter, and it was very nice. Yes,
I'm sure about that. Which of the 4 Grand Slams you like most? You like most be there, the ambient and everything. Which of the 4 you like most?
I'll say Wimbledon. Wimbledon is the best.
Yes.
Yes. Wimbledon is
It's the oldest one. It's the oldest one, and yes, though the four of them are important as any more. But Wimbledon, most players love more Wimbledon. I don't know why, but that's the way it is. Though your playing style, your style, the defending way of playing tennis, really it should be the best court should be clay. No.
Yes, it should be clay, and I like clay actually. Clay is my favorite surface.
Clay is the court, is the court to play defense, to work hard, to run, to be patient. Yes. I think it's to you.
Yes, I like clay.
Then you are right now the fourth player of Africa. If we take the WTA rank, the first one is On Jabeur.
Yes.
On Jabeur did well last year, and she
did really well. Yes.
She's very good.
Very good.
The second one is from Egypt. Maya Sharif. And then the third one is Chanel Simmons. She's from South Africa. These three players are older than you. Your age is one of your advantages. You're already with 19 years old. You are in the top 500. Let's say it like this. So you really have possibilities with your good tennis to grow in the world of tennis. What are your weapons? I mean, which is the strike you have more confidence?
I think my